And we're live. Hello and welcome to... Oh, I forgot to change our episode title. Crap. Hang on. Let me do that right now because I can't remember how to do things. What are we on? Episode 10 now?
Yes.
We're on episode 10. Let me change that. Episode 10. And... Alright. Update. Okay, you might have to reload the page to actually see the update.
A guest cat.
Who's just chilling back there?
It's like an electric, like, portable, like, space heater. Chilling on it.
Nice. All right. Let's see. Xbit was yelling at me a second ago, so let's see. Everything seems to be doing okay. Okay, cool. All right. So, welcome to Plot Hunters episode 10. I can't believe it's been 10 episodes already. A lot has happened.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's true.
For season 2, yes. So that means we're at 30 episodes. We've had 30 sessions, guys.
Man.
Pretty awesome. Reminder that if you are a subscriber, thank you to our recent subscribers. You can give everybody, or not everybody, you can give one person a tribute, which can be something like advantage on a roll, or inspiration, or a greater healing potion, depending on your level. And you can give one tribute per session, and they have to use it at a session, otherwise it just won't roll over. You can also cheer to offer potions for our players. Oh, PB, did you get a chance to watch what happened last time?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. I just want to make sure because I know that you have a bunch of potions in your inventory, so I don't know if you want to distribute those or not.
There's a bunch of there's a list of what you can give as a tribute down below.
Yeah. But yeah, so we missed you guys last week. I missed you guys. Well, actually, I was at a con, so I didn't technically know, but still, I did miss
You're
you
at
guys.
a con meeting Marisha Ray, Liam O'Brien, and Matthew Mercer. I don't think you missed us at all.
Yes, I got a hug from Matthew Mercer. I didn't even ask for one. He just came over and gave me a hug, which was so... I was like,
Super
"Aw."
nice. Oh my god.
I got my Dungeon Master's Guide signed, so that means I am blessed, and that means that we're rolling great against you guys.
So we're gonna die.
I don't think I should be
That's
cheering
what
about
it
that.
means.
The last episode.
No, it was a lot
the
of fun.
10th episode we've been playing for so long, and our last episode. Thank you guys for coming. Next week we'll have all new characters, all new story.
Yeah, they did like a Thursday night viewing at the main hall of the show, and I watched like the first half, and then I went home, and that was before everything went to hell. And so I get home, and then like I see chat, I turn it back on, and chat is like freaking out. I'm like, what the hell happened? So yeah, that was fun. But what did you guys do last time? Alina, you had some interesting experiences learning a bit about your family history.
I have an uncle.
You have an uncle, Uncle Jar Jar.
Uncle Jar Jar. I have it on my tusk glove notebook.
Nice.
Oh god.
I wrote it down.
I was tempted to get the new Cobalt Soul one, but I was being nice.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that one's nice. But we started off last episode where you guys went to a bathhouse and got all washed up after venturing around in the sewers. And then you guys went to visit Zardoz. I'll let you tell the rest.
So we went to visit Stardust, and I was like, so you guys know how like the episode before that, this dude was like, I'm interested in you. So I was like, okay, what the fuck? Okay, I'm really bad at telling stories, so just bear with me.
The best, yeah.
And I took off my hat of disguise, and he was like, and so I was like, oh, he's smiling, just grows, and I'm like, this is kind of creepy. What the fuck's going on? And then I got everybody to leave the room, but they listened in because they're them. And then he turns out to be my uncle. He turns out to be a drow, a bald-headed drow, who apparently is very, very handsome. And I bet Cruz not to fuck my uncle. Because we all know what tension was going on between Cruz and Stardust, whose name is actually Jarlaxle Baneray. Which I was reading that last name wrong the entire time I was reading the Forgotten Realms book. And
So was I.
I joined his gang.
Oh yeah, his secret organization, I guess.
Secret,
joined,
it was the Bargand. I don't know.
Brigandarth.
Brigandarth. There we go.
Yes.
And
So you are now one
apparently-
of his agents.
Yes, and apparently my parents got taken to the Underdark by my mother's family, which is apparently is like the top family in the Underdark. So that's cool. And apparently my uncle is also the Pirate King. No thanks to like Cruz, who kept missing out on his like.
That took like 5 rolls just to get to that little tiny tidbit of
And
information.
one of them sure was a D12.
Yeah, yeah. The second to last one was a D12.
Oh my.
And family drama. I did get a date. I scored a date
Yes.
with Yagra.
With
So that was cool. I bought a shirt and everything. And I cried. Well, and I made an appointment to get a tattoo to commemorate my parents.
Oh, I didn't realize that was what your tattoo is supposed to be
Yeah.
about. Yes. Oh, you should tweet a picture of what you drew, because that's a really cool tattoo.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
that's
tweet
great.
it out after the show if you guys want to see it. Let me know in the chat if you want to see it.
Yes. It's a really cool tattoo. I'm gonna have you design my tattoos from now on. I don't have
I can
any.
do that.
But if I ever get one, I will have you design it.
I can do
Let's see. Did you make an appointment for when? Like, when do you want to actually get your tattoo?
that. I'm assuming it's whenever she was available. Because she said she wanted to.
We'll say in 2 days.
Yeah, because I told her what I wanted, and she said she had to design it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay, so we'll assume in 2 days you will get your tattoo. Get your tattoo. All right. And then you guys did some exploration of your immediate neighborhood around your new house that is actually in a really cool location. You got lots of little shops there. You checked out your house. It's covered in dust, needs a lot of cleaning. Varen volunteered.
Hey, what?
No. But
Mara volunteered to.
Where
Mara.
what?
I mean, theoretically, I could. I do in fact need only 4 hours of sleep. I could spend 4 hours cleaning.
and then around your neighborhood, you visited a few of the local shops. You visited Tiger's Eye, which is a private detective. And you basically were having the private detective go and try and find information about the Stone of Golor. You visited the Bent Nail, which is a wood shop where Alina, you bought, what is it called? What is that instrument called?
I totally forgot the name of it.
Kalimba?
Kalimba. There we go.
Kalimba. Okay, so you bought a kalimba so that you can play the kalimba. I don't think anybody else bought anything from the wood shop, did you?
No.
No.
I know that you went to Corlin's Crown, which was the apothecary, and did you guys bought what, like I think you got a healing potion, and did you buy anything else?
No,
From the
we
apothecary?
didn't. We ended up not buying healing potions because Mara had too many healing potions.
Okay.
No such thing.
Oh yeah, you were looking at potions of water breathing, but
Yes.
they were a bit too pricey. And Namu revealed that Namu basically said that she could actually cast water breathing on you guys.
That's right, 'cause we were gonna check out the dragon and the boat.
Yeah, and better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
And Naira, you and I had planned night stakeout of hashtag
Demon
around
lords.
the Cassalanters.
yes.
But that's for
Um,
later, because right now we can go look at the dragon.
Yeah. Right now it's early afternoon. It's like 1 or 2.
Or rather, the thing that the dragon was looking at.
And then you also went to the Bookworm's Treasure and got some more books.
That's right.
I can't remember what Varen got. Cruz, you were looking for books on languages.
I have it written
I
down
got a
somewhere.
little draconic book.
Right. It was run by a cool little golden dragonborn who's going to teach you how to speak Draconic.
I don't think I did get anything. I think.
No.
You might have got something from the
Oh,
library.
no. Yeah, that's right. You guys went to the library after that.
Yeah,
and
I was
then,
gonna say it wasn't the
The
bookstore.
Cosmic Athenium.
yes, you went to the library and you found, I don't know if you got any books, but you discovered a lot of information about the city.
Oh shit! I think I did get another. Book, but I didn't write it down. Why didn't I write it down?
A book on, I think, artifacts from the Dragonborn.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Masked Lord. No.
I know you looked at artifact info.
Yeah.
I think that was in the well, I know that you went to the library and you were looking at artifacts and you couldn't find anything about the Stone of Golor, but you found information about the Black Staff.
I still have another book that I have to be reading, so that's okay. I don't need 7 books. That's fine.
Yeah, but you did find information about the Black Staff, the
Black Staff, the Dragon Staff, and the Masked Lords.
Yes, which are all tied with the city.
Yes.
So you found lots of information about that, and I think that's pretty much where we left off.
We left off, we came back, and Cruz was like, "You can't go on your date like that." And trying to give me a makeover.
And we were discussing when we wanted to do the shipwreck.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So what would you guys like to do?
I believe we ended up deciding that there was enough time to go down there as long as we're up within like an hour or so of Alina's date.
No, I said I'm not going because I didn't want to be late for my date.
Okay. So we should wait until tomorrow. In the meantime...
Well, it depends on how long do you want to spend down
yeah,
there.
but like...
I think we'd rather just have the time to like not worry about being late for a
and
date.
if shit goes down...
Because it will.
So why don't we do this? Why don't we... Okay.
Oh, Mira, because everybody else did some shopping, was there anything that you wanted to look for while they were out? Because you didn't get any shopping. No?
No, she did her shopping like 2 episodes back with like all the material that she bought to make dresses.
Okay.
So Alina can get ready for her date, and we'll do something.
Clean your house.
Yeah, we'll
make it livable.
Yeah.
And then while Alina's off doing her thing, Mara and I can start the stakeout.
Okay. So, Cruz, what are you going to be up to while Alina's on a date and Mira and Varen are on a stakeout? Oh, hi, Nerd Smith.
He can study his little book.
Oh, your Dragonborn book. Okay, so you're gonna stay home?
Yeah.
Hey, Nerdsmith.
All right. So you guys spend the next few hours, assume, just kind of cleaning up what you can around the house, making each of your rooms livable again. And let's say around 6 o'clock or so, Alina, are you picking up Yagra? Like, what's the arrangement here? She's supposed to meet you somewhere?
I'm totally gonna pick her up at, I guess, I don't know, I think she lives at the...
Thank you for the gold pieces, Duxfay.
I think she lives there, so I guess I would pick her up there.
All right. So you wander back to the yawning portal at around 6 o'clock or so, and you see Yagra. Oh, thank you, Nerdsmith. Yagra's just chilling by the bar. She is dressed very nicely compared to what normally she wears. Well, she normally wears, like, she's not wearing armor, but she's still dressed in, like, nice leathers, and she's got, like, a nice billowy, loose shirt. It's kind of a nice dusky red. Goes really nice with her kind of greenish skin. It's a pretty nice contrast. She's got her hair kind of freshly like twisted and just everything really, really nice. And she's just waiting by the bar talking with Durnan. I love when you're just in there blushing. Like, you're the one who started this.
I didn't think I'd get this far. Okay. Well, I'm gonna walk up to her. I was gonna say like and say hey, but all I just imagine is like that Spider-Verse gif of like Miles being like, hey.
God.
I still have yet to see that, so I'm just gonna imagine what I'm seeing.
It's so good.
Oh my gosh, I have to.
I'm just gonna walk up to her.
All right. She sees you walk in, and her smile widens, and you see that she actually has a couple drinks there. She has one for her, and she just kind of holds one up for you, and she says, "You're looking nice. I like that shirt."
Thanks.
The nice brand new purple shirt that's not bloodstained.
Yeah. I figured not bloodstained would be a good date shirt.
Not a bad idea. And you're certainly smelling a lot better.
Yes, I told you I'd be cleaning up, especially for you. You
Aw.
certainly look beautiful.
I love that. Just sort of, there. I see like the quotation marks around beautiful.
I didn't. There's no quotation marks. I'm sure she looks amazing. Okay.
Yes. So she says, she hands you the drink and she says, so what do you feel like doing this evening? Any place you want to go? I thought maybe we could just kind of wander around the city.
That sounds like a great idea because I do not know the city yet that well. So I figured
like a date
you
that
could...
I went on once. It was real awkward.
What?
This sounds like a date that I went on once. It was awesome.
It was awesome or awkward?
Yes. It was fun, but...
But yeah, you just wandered the city. Okay. So you guys have a couple drinks, shoot the shit for a little bit. And she says, have you ever checked out the City of the Dead?
You know what's hot? Death.
You're not wrong.
I mean, yeah.
I didn't say she was good at planning dates, alright? But
I have not, but I feel like it sounds like a place I want to go to.
see, and she's like, I figured you would. I think we both have a little bit of more of a curiosity. No, it's actually pretty nice. Strangely enough, this sounds weird, but it is kind of oddly romantic there. They have really beautiful structures and a lot of history, and it's just, if you get over the fact that there's graves everywhere, it's actually kind of nice.
That does
There
not
is this-
bother me at all, actually.
And she tells you that there's this big old tree that has been there. Some people think that it's been there since before the city was created. But it is kind of a bleached white tree that doesn't really bloom, but never really dies either. It's kind of strange. So you guys head out of the yawning portal, and you guys can either walk there or you can take a cab, take a cart. If you walk there, it'll be like a half hour, just a nice stroll through the city if you want.
Yeah, we'll take a romantic stroll through the city.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys take a little romantic stroll through the city, and she kind of points things out to you, kind of similar, giving you a tour, but not as quite like Volo does, where he's giving you everything. She's just kind of just describing. She's been in Waterdeep for a long time. You pass through. Actually, let me look up my map real quick because I gotta figure out where everything is again. Oh, hey. Here's my map. It's a giant folded one that has everything labeled for me. We'll see.
We got a map for my date.
Yes. Well, technically you have a map on you. That's how you've been managed to get around the city. Of course, this one place isn't on it.
Mayor has a map? Or is it there?
Oh, actually, Meta has a map, yeah.
Yeah, because I bought one.
Okay. But you do pass by one of the statues, one of the walking statues, and she tells you it's the Honorable Knight, and it looks like a knight that is kneeling in the middle of the city, but it's the size of bigger than most buildings. It's a massive structure. And you head north along the trade ward, and you pass by another statue kind of in the distance that you see looks to have wings, and she tells you that's the statue of the Hawkman. And eventually you make your way to the City of the Dead, which is walled off from the rest of the town. Let me bring up my descriptions here. I don't have any romantic music. I am kind of sad about that.
Careless Whisper.
instead of what you expect to see just a row of gravestones and just it looking after Barovia, like you have like a certain expectation of graveyards, and it looks nothing like it. It looks like a big, beautiful park. It's got these kind of rolling green hills, and it's just covered in beautiful trees. And you do see that, let's see, there are a couple larger structures that look to be mausoleums, but they don't look dreary. They look very beautifully done. A lot of them have a sort of elvish style to the way that they are constructed. And Yakra tells you a little bit about, like, before Waterdeep was Waterdeep, it used to be like an ancient elven city, supposedly. And then, let's see. You guys walk around for a little bit. It's very quiet, very peaceful. The sun's kind of dipping below the horizon, so it's got this nice kind of purplish hue to the area. And then she takes you by what's called the Warrior's Monument, which is it's a 60-foot high sculpture that depicts a circle of women and men striking down trolls and hobgoblins. And it's basically like a standing statue of like this battle. It's actually really freaking cool.
Yagra knows what Alina's into. Like, she knows.
She's like, I'm sorry, I know that it sounded kind of creepy coming to a graveyard, but no, I'm serious, this is cool. You see that there's like trolls, orcs, hobgoblins, bugbears, barbarians, all of them are just kind of like being falling back and being thrown off while these warriors battle them. And you see that above them is like a griffin rider that is striking a skeletal knight with the breastplate, and it has a symbol on it of some god of the dead, Merkel. It's pretty cool. And there's also a fountain. It's also like in the middle of this fountain, so there is water in there. Let's see. Any other cool things?
Thirsty?
Don't drink the water. I mean, there's nothing wrong
Gonna
with the
get
water.
dunked in a fountain again.
Hey, you're not drunk.
I just feel like drinking the water in a fountain from a graveyard is usually not the best thing to do, but especially like on a date, like a first date.
Drinking fountain water in general, unless it's specifically designed for consumption, is probably not a good idea. Like,
I don't think people. I don't think.
You don't think what?
No.
She can't finish.
Oh, did she freeze? Oh no, she froze.
Oh, no.
I'm just like, what is going on? Oh crap. Hang on, we gotta wait for Alina to wake back up.
She's back.
Exactly.
You froze for a second. What did you say?
I said generally like this types of place aren't meant for the living, so we probably shouldn't like eat and drink the stuff there.
Yonkers, you're like, that's a good idea. I mean, I don't expect the water's gonna kill you, but still, that's a little more morbid than I'm willing to get involved in. So you guys chat a little bit, and I don't know, what do you want to talk about? I assume that you want to learn a little bit more about her.
I mean, yeah. So, how long have you been in Waterdeep?
She tells you that she's been there for at this point, she's been there about 5 years. I mean, she's come and gone from Waterdeep a lot of times. She's done quite a bit of travel, but as far as like staying in one place and living here, it's been about 5 years of becoming an actual resident.
Okay. 1 second. I'm trying to fix my Twitch that got like frozen. So I can't see the rest of the chat now, but I got it back. I guess you'll just ask her like kind of like how she found why she likes Waterdeep, and those first date questions are kind of like awkward, but just trying to get to know the other person. Like,
yeah.
She's, at least just gonna be like, I'm not I don't usually know what to ask in these types of situations.
Fair enough.
I technically don't freak out on me. Technically.
That's not a good way to start a question. Like, don't freak out on me. But I did kill some people.
I mean, yeah, but we're not talking about that.
Yeah.
Technically, this is the first date I've been on.
And Yago's just kind of just teases you a little bit, but she's like, well, I guess it's technically kind of the first date I've been on too. I don't really go on much dates or many dates. I'm usually a little too busy.
I can understand that.
But she does tell you that she's been an adventurer for pretty much as long as she could wield a sword. So like, even in her teens, she just kind of traveled around, making ends meet, doing odd jobs, and it wasn't until she came to Waterdeep about 5 years ago, and she was recruited into an organization called Force Grey. And she tells you a little bit about Force Grey. It's basically like a very elite adventurers guild that is actually headed by Vajra Safar, who is the Blackstaff.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I've been adventuring this last couple of years myself. Same, making ends meet and all that.
Yeah. Well, Force Grey has been keeping me busy lately. I'm sorry I haven't been at the bar as much. And that's like kind of my side job. I help Dernan out every so often. We used to travel together ages ago. But he retired from adventuring, so I just pop in every so often. Help him out.
Ashley's face is making me laugh.
I was laughing at your face.
Anything else you want to know?
I should have planned this. I didn't know we were gonna play through it. I was like, wow, I hope we do, but I don't think she's going to.
Well.
So.
All right. Well, you guys continue. You continue kind of touring around. PB is disgusted by your lack of questions for your date that you just took off.
I will eventually tell her, like, so far my stay in Waterdeep has not been the best, but you have for sure been the best thing in Waterdeep that's happened to me.
Oh, that is so cute. It is the most romantic thing. And you guys share a little romantic kiss. And actually, you do this right behind. There is a beautiful mausoleum. And you see beyond is that giant white tree that she was talking about. And she kind of leads you over to it. And she tells you, you see that the tree has a bunch of like random apples, but it's not an apple tree. Like, it doesn't look like any kind of apple tree that you've seen, but it has these little apples that are dotted around it. And you also see that at the base of the tree is a pile of just random stuff. There's like scarves and coin pouches and other just random like possessions that people have left at the base of this tree.
I'm assuming it's some sort of like shrine.
She says
we're making out in a graveyard in front of a shrine. This speaks so much to my little goth heart.
Oh my gosh, that is
I
the
love
best.
This. I love this.
And she explains that this is the awakened tree. It is, as far as anyone knows, has been here older than Waterdeep itself, and supposedly you can take an apple if you choose, but you have to leave something in exchange for it.
Well.
And she goes over and she takes a couple coins from her purse and leaves it at the base of the tree, and she plucks an apple and she hands it to you.
Well, I don't know about an awakened tree, but you sure have awakened something in me.
God.
Oh my
God.
gosh.
Coming and it still hit. Ooh.
That is the best ever. It's such a
Obviously, the way
cheesy
I
fucking
say
line
it,
too. I love it.
the way I say it is a lot more than what I picture my character saying it as.
Oh my gosh. It's just the best. I love it. But yeah, you guys hang out there, spend some
Seductively
time.
take a bite of the apple.
Yes. It is a very tasty apple. It does not taste like death. You're welcome.
I hope. I thank God. Just take a bite of the apple and just dust.
And you notice that you guys are pretty much alone for the most part, but you do see that there is kind of an elderly groundskeeper, just a human who kind of wanders up the path, and he nods to both of you as he is kind of just, he's got a broom in one hand and he's just kind of sweeping the leaves over, and you see Yagra just kind of nod to him, and she says, "How you doing, Melvin?" And the human waves back and he says, I'm doing all right. You do notice, be careful over in that corner there, though. It's getting a little muddy, and it smells pretty rotted. And he kind of points over to this corner by this mausoleum that you guys are by. And he's just like, I don't know what's going on over there, but it smells really bad. So just be careful. And Yagra just kind of glances over, and she's just like, okay, thank you. Thanks for the sharing. Bye.
I hate your comments so much. I'm either going to have to ignore that or fight something with Yagra. So, I don't know what to do about this.
It is up to you. We do notice that Yagra just kind of glancing over that corner. She's just like, wait right here. I just want to check this out real quick.
I'm not waiting. I'm going with her. I'm
She's
like, I can go with you.
It's like, fair enough, fair enough. So you guys wander around the corner of this mausoleum, and just like Melvin said, the ground starts getting kind of squishy, and there's a very distinctive smell of rot. And it seems to be permeating this one corner past this building.
Delicious.
Don't do it.
And you see Yagra just kind of stepping with her foot and like poking her toe at the earth. Like, what the hell is this?
Is there like a branch or something around that I could grab, or like a stick?
Yeah, there's probably branches and stuff around, so you managed to grab one.
I'm just kind of like dig in it or poke it or something.
This is the best day ever. You guys are in a graveyard with sticks just poking at weird
It's the best
stuff.
day ever.
Yes. You start poking at it, and you dig a little bit, and after about a foot or so, your stick kind of hits something hard.
Okay. Kind of just use the stick to kind of see what's in there.
Yeah, Yagra grabs a stick too, and she starts kind of digging with you, and you guys are kind of just both like retching from the smell. It starts to smell distinctively like rotting flesh. And you start poking or digging through, and eventually you manage to unearth a small skull, like a skull of a child. And you see Yagra just kind of stares at it and frowns, and she's just like, the hell is this? And she starts digging even more frantically. And you guys continue digging, and you find there are bones and more of those small skulls. And eventually Yagra kind of spots Melvin over in the corner, and she calls to him and calls him over and basically like, get a shovel. And so he runs and grabs a shovel, and you guys start actually like shoveling the stuff over, and you unearth what looks to be a mass grave. But they're all the size of children. And there's about 20 bodies down there. And you see Melvin just looks ill. He goes off to the side and he just retches. And Yagra's looking a bit shaken too.
Should we call someone for this?
And she's like, yeah, we need to definitely let the authorities notice. But what is this? And she kind of she doesn't want to touch it, but she kind of takes one of the skulls and kind of sets it or scoots it aside and turns it over. And there is a symbol that seems to be almost branded into the skull. That is 3 inverted triangles that are arranged to make a larger triangle. And you can make
like Triforce style?
Kinda, except inverted. Like
yeah.
Nega Triforce.
Yeah, that's actually a thing in Link Between
really?
Worlds. Yeah.
Nice. Kind of like that, yeah. And you can make a religion check to see if you can figure out if you know anything about the symbol.
Don't fuck me over. I gotta look smart in front of Yagra. Even though religion check, I don't have anything to add, but a 14.
14, okay. You don't really know. You've never encountered the symbol before. Yeah, Yagra kind of turns it over and she's like, I don't know what that symbol is, but she kind of digs around her pockets and she has like a little, like a notepad basically.
I was about to say, if I have one, I was gonna like draw the symbol and like. Yeah.
You guys kind of sketch out the symbol. It's like we need to go to the cards. I need to go talk to Vajra.
Do you need me to go with you, or?
She says, no, this is 4th grade business. I need to get to the bottom of this. But it was a lovely evening before this crap.
It was? If you want to have another one? I will give her the address of where I'm staying now.
Yes, your house.
I actually have a house here now.
Nice.
If you ever want to meet someplace else to go, and I'll write it in like a little page and like give it to her, or like write it in her notebook, and I'll give it to her. And if you need anything at all, even help with any other stuff not between us, we could help. I could help.
She says thank you. You guys wander back to wherever. She actually doesn't go back to... I'm assuming that you're going to go back to your house? Or where do you want to go next?
I was actually gonna see if I could talk to my uncle like at night by myself. Like if this night didn't take me somewhere like sexy, then I wouldn't, but mass child grave usually aren't sexy, so
yeah.
I'm gonna let her do her business.
Okay. So you guys kind of wander a little bit further west, and then you split off, and she gives you a goodnight kiss, and she heads north to Blackstaff Tower. And then you head down to your uncle's place.
My uncle's 3 boats.
Yeah. You head down to the boats, and he's not there on the docks, but you're able to just leave a message and have one of his lackeys let him know that you would like to speak with him. So he invites you aboard the Heartbreaker this time, because you have to get all 3 ships. And he greets you there and brings you over into one of the cabins. He says, "What can I do for you? Any luck finding any additional information about the stone?"
No, unfortunately. We do have somebody on it. Hopefully they'll get back to us. We will check in with them tomorrow. I'm here on more personal business.
Fair enough. What can I do for you?
I need to ask a favor of you. As you know, the Cassalanters are back, and I need your help finding a way to take them down.
You see him kind of staple his fingers, and he thinks for a second, and he says, "That is going to be a bit of a challenge. The Cassalanters are well known in Waterdeep. They have deep pockets. They have made a lot of connections. It's not going to be a simple case of just going in and taking them out. If
I
you
know.
really want to get rid of them, we need to find some dirt on them. Now, you and I both know that they're involved in some messed up shit. I have reason to believe that that may also involve devil worship.
I
we
can
can-
assure you it does.
If we can find evidence of this and of their other illicit activities, we will have something to bring to the authorities. And that can bring them down. However,
Go
I
ahead.
will say that if they are involved in devil worship, it is entirely possible that whatever it is that they're worshipping is going to aid them in some way. So be careful.
I can tell you it will, because they're supposed to be dead. I can assure you this. They're not supposed to be here right now.
His eyes narrow and he says, so they were brought back.
Exactly.
All right.
The last thing I did was make sure they couldn't do what they did to me to anyone ever again.
And yet they are doing it again.
Exactly. So I need to make sure that I need to finally put a stop to this.
Well, you will have to dig up what you can. I can have my spy. Well, I already have had my spies kind of keeping an eye on them, but it's difficult to gain any information from the outside. You will have to infiltrate their manor somehow and get inside and find out what's going on inside.
I know someone that has an invitation to their party in a few days, but it is for her and her fiance. Getting inside their users without an invitation can prove to be very difficult. I know they have a lot of security for reasons that are obvious.
Yes. Understandable. But what if you were to become part of the security? You have a hat of disguise.
That...
And he kind of grins at you and taps at his own hat. It can be very useful.
My fear is that they can see through it, as I'm assuming you did.
He kind of chuckles at this and he says, I can see through it because I have special abilities. I am not certain that they can see the same thing.
Does the...
And he watches you for a second and you can't really read his expression, but he says, I know you're scared. And I know this is not something that you really want to do.
I have to.
If you want to truly be free of them, yes. I can aid you with Bregendarth. I can help you provide potions if you need them, if you need aid that way. I can have my agents back you up if necessary, but something like this is a delicate operation, and it is better to do it with as few people as possible.
I understand. I do have some friends that are helping me currently.
Yes.
As we speak, they are, I believe, staking them out. Not what I would have think the best idea would be, but I did have someone else, and whatever they're doing, they're gathering towards the back gardens. So clearly there must be something important there.
He kind of glances down and thinks for a second. It's just, it'd be interesting to have blueprints of that place.
Don't I know where they get blueprints? I feel like I do.
Well, you know that there are like records and stuff in the one of the libraries that you can find about the city and find. So, and you know that they bought the manor; they didn't build it, so it's entirely possible that they might actually have like records of the structure of the manor in the library.
I'll see what I can find. And like, I'm like into what I'm saying, but like kind of like throughout this, like obviously he saw that she was scared. Like she's kind of like her hands are kind of like whether both between rage and scared, but shaking a little bit.
Fearful rage.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anything else you want to do there
Just,
with your Uncle Jar Jar?
I don't think he views me much of a niece. But
He does send you parting with 3 more potions of healing. He says it's small, but you need all the help that you can get.
I appreciate it. May I ask you one last question?
Of course.
How close were you with my mother?
Drow generally aren't that close to begin with, but she was the only sister I liked. And that's why I decided to help her.
Oh. Good night.
Good night. So you head back to your house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just go to my house.
You head back to your house.
Yeah.
Cruz, what are you doing at home? You're just reading your book?
Yeah, he has nothing to do. He's just chilling.
Learning some Draconic. But, well, he has nothing to do, but he did remember a little bit about
My
Jarlaxle,
uncle.
the Pirate King.
The Pirate King, Jesus.
Yeah.
Would you like to share about my uncle?
Yeah, so it's up to you. I mean, Alina's home. You guys can chat about it if you want. Cruz can attempt to try and remember something more about the Pirate King.
I'd like to try to remember
Maybe
more,
his
please.
amnesia's not, his Alzheimer's maybe not as bad.
Okay, does any subscribers want to try and inspire Cruz? So, because
give
he's
him
rolling
advantage
so
on a
bad on his
roll?
history checks.
God,
Because you need it.
that was a whole episode of bad history checks.
That was really bad. But you do see Alina come into the common room, and I'm assuming that you're kind of in the den, just chilling, reading your book. And so you see Cruz curled up with this tiny little board book of Draconic alphabets.
That's really cute, though.
It is a big old Goliath with a little board book. Yes.
So, Alina, I seem to have remembered a little detail you might want to know about your dear old uncle.
Uh-huh.
It's nothing huge. Don't freak out.
See, I started a sentence with that exact same thing tonight.
And ended up with a mass grave.
It is.
He is the Pirate King.
The what now?
Yeah, little small detail, just a fun fact. You know, it's not important. It's just he is the Pirate King. It's not a big deal though.
Like a Pirate King or like the Pirate King? Like, do you guys have like different, like, how does this work?
I don't. Can I roll?
Make your history check, see how much you can remember.
Jiminy Christmas, God, and I have no pluses to history. It's like the only thing I don't have pluses in.
Can I
Or
like?
I'll say, let's see, is it history intelligence?
Yeah,
It is. Okay, yeah. Then.
I got that one.
Oh my god!
Someone gave
oh my
me
God,
advantage on a roll, so
Oh, he did!
please
Oh,
pick
yeah,
another dice.
I will let this happen because, oh my god, this is so pathetic.
It's
I'm
incredible.
just like, this is kind of important.
Okay,
And you were
okay.
just doing terrible at this.
Please.
This time it was a 16.
Oh my
Alright,
God.
alright.
Thank you so much, Grimlock.
His old man brain is trying desperately to remember, and finally, after so much struggle, you finally managed to recall something. You recall back when you were a pirate, back in your young pirating days, you went to a place called Luskin, which was basically a pirate city. It's an island to the north, where essentially all the pirates that operate up and down the Sword Coast make their landfall and usually get together there. And there is some organization to it, and you know that it is ruled by the Pirate King, who isn't generally known, except you know who the Pirate King is because of Captain Rousseau. Your old captain / lover / dude that you screwed over and took all his money.
That was a lot, dude. Just having one person.
Took all his damn money. Like, Cruz, you are a work. You are a piece of work. Like,
Cruz.
Damn. Captain Rousseau had direct dealings with Jarlaxle, and so he revealed who the Pirate King was. You never actually met, well, not until now. You didn't meet Jarlaxle in person, but you knew that that was the Pirate King. And you also know Jarlaxle to be, and it's kind of like when you finally realize this information, like, your heart just drops into your stomach.
Because you know
and
you
are incredibly because you are incredibly fucking nervous, because Jarlaxle is also one of the most dangerous people on the high seas, and you do not fuck over Jarlaxle. But you didn't fuck over Jarlaxle, you fucked over Captain Rousseau, so which may be good or bad, we'll see. But that's how, yeah, but that is what you can remember, is that Jarlaxle is the Pirate King. He's really fucking dangerous. Don't fuck him over.
Yeah, I relayed that. I relayed that without my personal details too.
Okay.
How do you know all this?
Now get into the personal details.
So, when you're a sailor, you just you hear stuff, and
I feel like this is pretty important stuff to just overhear. Did you?
Yeah, well, I'm very good at listening.
Does everybody know who the Pirate King is? Is this like?
It's. I guess you could say it's like an open secret kind of thing. Like, yeah, most people know. Like you just didn't know he was Jarlaxle, but like Jarlaxle, yeah, everybody knows that guy.
That guy, the dude.
Pirate.
Today has been so.
Oh.
I have a lot of emotions about today, and not many of them are positive.
Well, it's not necessarily bad for you. You just don't fuck him up. Don't fuck him over, and you'll be fine.
I mean, I wish I would. I don't know. You see, I really got myself like really involved with him.
Yeah, I wish I'd remembered before you'd done that.
But because I kind of joined his secret spy network. Also, I just talked to him like right now. Kind of got a favor from him.
So we're gonna not do that in the future.
See, but I don't know if this is good or bad for me. Because he did say there was the promise of keeping me like safe, and so today has been a day. And I think a lot of stuff happened today.
Did your dates go well?
It did. Until we found a mass child grave. So that was, kind of a downer. Yeah,
that's not great date content, I don't think. It's been a minute since I've been on one, but yeah, that doesn't seem right.
Same. But usually, I'm assuming this is what happens.
No, I can't say that happened once. Not once.
So,
you need like some water or something? Some tea?
I feel like I need something stronger, but okay, so I'm gonna go to bed. I know it's a little dusty, but after a night in the stores, I feel like I'm okay with that.
Didn't we clean?
Yeah, you spent a few hours cleaning, so I imagine like you dusted out your bed sheet, so it's not clean, but it's not disgusting yet. You need to check your mattress over. It doesn't seem like there's any bugs.
I kind of gotta reflect on today because I'm gonna be doing something tomorrow that I really, really don't like. So I'm just gonna go to bed.
Holler if you need anything.
I will. I'm just really gonna process today and psych myself up for tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna go. Thank you for this information. Good night. I'm just gonna walk away and Yep.
Fair enough.
What a day.
All right. So Varen and Mira, you both are going to stake out the Cassalanters manor.
We are in fact doing that.
What time are you guys going? Alina's at her date around 6 or so. It's not quite dark yet.
Please don't get fucking taken.
Like 9, probably.
What'd you say?
Maybe like around 9.
Okay.
Also, Mara, do you want to do this together, or do you want to do a kind of take opposite positions and rendezvous afterwards? I'm inclined to do the second one in case someone gets caught.
I know I'm not there, but as a player, like, I feel like splitting up the party once it's already split up. But you know what? I'm not there. So you guys, I just hear Alina in the back of your head, like, please don't get caught. Please don't get caught. Please don't get caught.
Like, how, like, I guess we won't see each other because we're on the opposite side, right?
What?
We won't see each other because we're on the opposite side?
It depends on where your position is.
Yeah.
And what's in between you.
I think just, like, stay far enough away that, like, if one of us gets caught, the other isn't also caught. You know?
Okay.
Like, we don't have to be across opposite ends of the, backyard, obviously, but, like, maybe a good 100 feet away.
Okay.
What's around the estate? What does the surrounding terrain look like?
More buildings. There isn't really a space in the city that is not taken up, but the estate is within the walls. There's a lot of space outside of the walls. There are side streets. You see that the entire estate is surrounded by 15-foot high wall, except for the front, which is gated. Has a really wide path, paved pathway up the front and the back. But the back is actually still within the walls, and the whole estate is pretty large. Let me see if I can guesstimate the size of it from my map here. It is several hundred feet long and wide.
Okay.
And it's kind of up on a hill, so you have kind of a steep side down a little ways, and then you start kind of hitting the tops of other buildings because this whole place is tiered.
Are there trees around the walls?
There are trees and around a couple of the sides, like not all the way around, but there you see like a tree from someone's backyard kind of peeking over the side of one.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's also trees inside the walls.
Okay.
I will say, however, before you go, Nemu will tell Mira to please be very careful. I'm afraid I cannot go with you. It's too late. And so she basically goes home. She can't stay up late.
That's so ominous.
Okay, bye.
Okay, Mira doesn't care. She's like, okay, bye. She's just, I must return home. I'm very sorry. I wish I could go with you.
Oh, it's okay.
Please be careful. Do not get in trouble with the guards.
And then she gives her a hug.
Okay, and she gives you a hug.
As soon as Nemu leaves, I kind of lean in and I'm like, is she a werewolf or something? Is she? Anyway. Can we find a couple like trees that are like either overhanging or just inside the walls that are like about 100 feet apart?
Are you wanting to approach it from the same side of the wall, or you want to go on opposite sides of the walls? Like
Maybe like we could. So, is it possible to do like if there's a corner, like encompassing the backyard? Is it possible to do like one on one edge, one on another edge, so that like we're around the corner from each other for different angles?
Yeah. Okay. I will say that both of you make acrobatic or athletics, probably acrobatics,
I think I'll do it.
to see if you can. You manage to find these trees. Also make stealth checks too.
Natural 20 acrobatics. I wish that was stealth.
Nice.
Or
If someone
acrobatics
has
with
like
big-
pass without a trace, just
I'm sorry, it's too late. I already rolled.
God damn it.
That is, however, a 19 plus 27 stealth.
Excellent.
I don't like PD's face.
It's not. I mean, for Mira, it's not bad, but I'm still like, ooh. 12.
You're a rogue.
That's what?
12.
12 for,
God.
Oh wait,
for,
no.
for acrobatics or for stealth?
No, for stealth it's 15, and for acrobatics it was a 13.
Okay. So, Varen has no difficulty hopping up to the top of this wall, quick and silent like the shadow that she
A
is.
natural 20 to her.
Mira has a little bit more difficulty. You manage to kind of scrabble. You get up the tree fine, but it's getting from the tree to the wall that you're having trouble with. You basically try and jump, but you like are basically holding onto the edge of the wall and like trying to scrabble up. And it's making a little bit of noise. Not a lot, but you're still considerably more audible than Varen is at this point. But you do manage to scrabble your way to the top of the wall. And you do see that the wall has a slight kind of walkway that does not have any kind of railings on the other side, so be careful. But it has a narrow walkway that you can imagine the guards use to patrol. And make perception checks.
Bad. 21.
Math. 25.
Okay, yeah, you guys are able to see pretty clearly. Oh, I should probably change the music because it's not like happy times right now.
It's not date with a mass child grave time.
I know. I
Roll.
don't have any like cool like. I'm just
And
gonna stop the music because I don't have any like cool like weird creepy music. There probably is creepy music. I just don't know.
Kevin McCall's anguish.
But you do see. You do notice that there are a few guards that are patrolling the walls. Not anywhere near you currently. You can see. Oh, let's see. The wall's 15 feet high. The building is about 3 stories above you. From the corner that you can see a guard kind of over towards just walking behind the building on one side. And you can see a guard kind of peering out against the city on the same side that I would say each of you on each of your sides there's one guard that is not currently paying attention to you.
And we watch. We sit and we watch and we listen.
Okay. Now, are you sitting on the wall?
God, no. I'm
Okay,
just like...
where are you guys sitting? Because the guards are patrolling.
Right.
And they will gradually start to move closer to you.
Like, I'm just hiding in my tree.
Oh, you're staying in the tree. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not, like, on the wall. I'm, like, like if the tree's like if the tree's like near the wall, like within a couple of feet, I'm just like hanging out there being like, hey.
Okay. Mira, were you trying to stay in the tree as well, or you want to stay on the wall? Okay,
Yeah,
so you both are just kind of chilling in your trees and watching, and you see the guards start patrolling the wall. Casual like, each of them is not paying much attention to what's going on inside the grounds because there's no reason to, but they are keeping an eye on what's going on around. There is one that kind of creeps closer to you. Mira, you do notice that over on, you see like there's rooftops all around you guys. You guys are on a slight hills, but you can see that there are some rooftops that kind of peek over a little bit, not quite as close as the tree that you're on, but fairly close. And you do notice a dark shadow on one of the rooftops. And you see it kind of dart a little bit. And it kind of gets a little bit closer to the wall and darts to another. See it kind of hop from one rooftop to another rooftop. That's a little bit closer. And it seems to be making its way closer to the wall.
Shit, this was probably like my uncle's spy. But
What would you like to do? I look for some ominous freaking music.
Kevin McLeod's Anguish is pretty good. Royalty free too.
What is?
Kevin McLeod put out a track called Anguish. It's very good, ominous, creepy music.
Uh-huh. I've just been using a tabletop audio because it's right there. Existential dread. What does that sound like? Let's see what that sounds like.
Sounds like
Tuesday afternoon.
Let's just see what that sounds like. So what would you guys like to do?
Do we both see that thing, or does just Mira see it?
Just Mira for the time being.
I'm gonna keep watching because I don't see shit.
Yeah. And you do see there's a general comings and going. You do see a carriage arrive, and you see, you guys are a little bit closer to the one of kind of the front entrance of where the walkway goes up to the actual manor. And you do see a carriage arrive, and they do let it open the gates and let it in. And you do notice that exiting from the carriage seems to be a human gentleman with light skin and very dark hair, dark goatee, dressed very finely.
And these are never on good people, just saying.
We did ask Alina a few episodes back what the Cassalanters look like.
Yeah, and would I recognize him? Or
he definitely matches the description of Lord Cassalanter. Lord. Oh my God, what the hell is his name? Victoro? Oh God. Hang on, let me look this up.
I should probably.
I think it's Victoro, but let me just double check that. But it is Lord Cassalanter, and you can tell by the way that the servants defer to him, and he kind of just ignores them and walks straight into the house. Where is it? There it is. Anything else? You do notice that? There isn't a whole lot of noise other than general like city noise. But yeah, that's
His name's Victoro?
Victoro, I believe.
How much time is there between patrols?
You see that each guard seems to be kind of circling around. Let me see, make sure he doesn't notice you. Oh, that's fine. You do notice that it takes several minutes for them to kind of make a cycle around, and you wait there for, I'd say about 20 minutes or so, and you do see about like 2 guards pass by your location. So spaced out, they would probably be about like 10 minutes or so apart.
Man, these are terrible guards.
And that implies that there are probably more guards that you can't see that are on other parts of the wall. Right, it's a very big estate.
Okay. I'm keeping an eye out for anyone leaving or please hold. Let me pull up my notes for what I was looking for. Nope, not that. Yes. Shit, where was it? Oh my God, where was it? I had it somewhere. Shit.
What?
I'm looking for my notes on what to look for. It was like, oh no, it was like red robes with gold inlay, was it?
Oh, yeah. Okay. From where you are positioned, most of your view is dominated by the building. You will have to shift your position to go around the side of the wall if you wish to see the back and the hedge maze. But that was where Quickpaw recalled seeing the red-robed people is going into the hedge maze.
Can I see Mira from here? Can we see each other?
I will say you can probably spot her a little bit. Mira, you're probably having a little bit more hard time seeing Varen because Varen rolled really high in her stealth, but you can tell. You can kind of tell the rustling, a little bit of rustling from her tree. But your tree is pretty still.
Yeah. I'm going to like catch her eye and like indicate like moving to the back.
Okay. And how are you going to...
Am I getting affirmative from you?
How are you getting to the back? Are you planning on going down the tree and walking, or you want to...
I was thinking I would... Okay. How far away am I from like kind of like an angle or a tree from which I could see?
How far are you from, or from like another tree to that where you'll be able to see? I would say probably about... let me see my map here.
What could possibly go wrong, guys?
Don't even.
You're about 100 feet.
Okay. Okay. How long has it been since the last guard?
I would say it's been a couple minutes.
Do I see anyone like on the ground below me or any guards below or above that could be watching me remove myself from a tree and then pop right back up into another one?
The only guards that you see around you are the ones on the wall, and there is one far enough around that's not necessarily paying attention to you. There's no one really on the grounds because you guys are kind of on...
Right, yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of in a weird middle position where there's not really going to be people watching.
In the interest of not crackling like hell as I drop down, I am going to bonus action vamp onto the ground.
Nice.
Hashtag shadow step. I'm going to sneak my way over to the tree about 100 feet away, from which I can see hedge maze, backyard, all that shit.
Okay.
I'm going to sneak up into it.
Okay, go ahead and make another stealth check as you do so. Mira, are you following her, or are you going to stay perched in your tree?
Like, Mira's gonna see Varen, like, moving around and cast, like, message and be like, did you want me to follow? Can you reply?
You are more than welcome to. I will not ask you to.
Okay, does Mira still see that, like, weird shadow thing?
Not anymore. You saw it move towards the wall, but then it disappeared.
Okay.
Also 24. I'm now going to stop using this die because the next roll will be a 1.
Nice. Quit while you're ahead.
Yeah,
All
exactly.
right. So you managed to hop up in another tree.
Great. Yes.
You managed to hop up in another tree, and at this point you do hear a strange sort of muffled cry, but it's kind of animalistic in nature, and it's not very loud, but it appears to be coming from somewhere above at the top of the manor.
Okay.
Can you notice that the guard that is closest to you, who hasn't seen you, kind of turns and just kind of shakes his head and just goes back and looks out.
Can I see anything from where this is from?
Yeah, you can see the entrance to the hedge maze. And from your perch, you can kind of see a little ways into it. You don't see... There's not much light other than the lanterns that are hanging from the back of the building. You don't really see any movement from where you are.
Can I see anything from where the scream came from? Like through a window or anything?
Not through the window. Everything seems pretty dark above there. Let me bring up the map so I can actually see what I'm talking about.
And when you say animalistic, would I have any idea what that thing was screaming, like what it was?
You can make a nature check.
Despite being a wood elf, I'm not very good at those.
Okay, well, no, you don't know. It just sounded very creepy. That's about as much as you can actually tell.
Darren, where'd you grow up? What's nature?
Yeah, you just sounded very creepy, and it just sounded like it was coming from somewhere above.
Did it sound like it was in pain, like it was scared, angry?
You can't really tell. It just sounded like a creepy shriek.
Awesome.
That's wild.
I just realized my maps are labeled wrong.
I would definitely rather have a 3 on a nature check than a 3 on a stealth check, so we'll put it that way. And I called it, didn't I?
You did call it.
Jason's cursed you, though. I hope you know that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Way to go, buddy. Way to go. You do notice, actually, make a perception check from where you are here.
I think it's for perception. I don't. It's so superstitious, but I have to. 15.
Okay. You don't see it, but you kind of. Oh, whoops! Hey, music changed. Hang on. Go back to the creepy music. You do see that there is. You hear like what sounds like a crunching pebble, and then all of a sudden you see the guard kind of turn and start going further away from you towards the back of the hedge maze.
Oh shit. Don't tempt me like this.
Stakeout means no interfering.
What?
Stakeout means no interfering.
And I can't see what he's going toward.
No, you just heard like a crunching of pebble, like pebble striking something. That's a creepy sound.
How far away is he from me right now? How far away? Could I tell how far away the crunching sounded?
I would say probably about 100 feet or so.
Ah, shit. I think I'm going to keep an eye on him. And I'm going to... well, I can't prep Shadow Step. I'm going to sit and watch and wait.
Okay. And as you guys sit and watch, and Mira, you can also make a perception check because or did you move closer to her?
No.
You decided to stay. Okay, we'll still make a perception check.
Smart.
Mm-hmm.
Natural 20.
Okay. You do see kind of, you see the guards kind of coming closer to you and just kind of cycling around. You don't necessarily hear the pebble because you're pretty far away from Varen. But from where you are, you see that you can kind of peer into the manor, and you do notice that in one of the rooms, you see a couple kids playing, just kind of by the window. You see those little shadows playing.
Kill them.
My weakness is children.
And you do hear the same shriek that Varen hears, and it's coming from somewhere above.
Did I notice that the children notice the sound, or?
They pause for a second, but then they continue playing.
It's coming from like the house.
It's coming from somewhere inside the house, like in an attic or somewhere.
Can't believe they keep their entire damn collection in the attic.
And it sounds just like one scream or one shriek, not like a chorus.
Does the guard seem to be drawing his weapon, or does he seem to be fixating on something or someone?
He's not drawing his weapon yet. You do see that he's approaching cautiously and is glancing back around and towards the hedge maze a little bit, and just seems to be scanning the shadows.
Okay. Are there any... Do the guards seem to have their own areas or patrols, or is it pretty much they are all circling the place?
It seems like they seem to be assigned to each wall. There's a guard on each side, or there's at least there's like a guard on each side of the walls.
Once he gets to be about once he's about 50 feet away,
Mm-hmm.
like about halfway between me and the sound, do I see any other guards in the area?
Not currently, no.
Anyone looking from the windows?
No, not paying attention to you, no.
I'm going to drop onto the wall and quietly follow him.
Okay. Are you following him on the wall?
Yeah, I think like on the edge of the wall. So like if I need to, I can just...
Okay. You start to follow at a distance, and make another perception check.
Oh, jeez, that was shit. 13.
13. That's not too...
But I got her wrong early on.
Yeah, that's not too bad because you do see another kind of flit of shadow, and you see the guards kind of start for a second, and he draws his sword, and you see it kind of go along the back wall.
Okay.
And he starts heading more quickly towards the back wall. The back wall, the guard that's supposed to be guarding the back wall doesn't seem to be anywhere near at the moment.
Either he's dead or he's bad at his job. Or both. Does the shadow seem to be zoning in on something? And does the guard seem to have seen the shadow?
The shadow seems to be trying to get inside. Or it seems to have succeeded at getting inside because you see it go over the wall. And the guard has spotted the shadow and is now pursuing it.
Is he raising an alarm?
Not yet. It's more just kind of seeing what it is first.
Okay.
But he's moving towards it.
Okay. I'm going to maintain a distance of about 50 feet while also keeping an eye out for other guards in the area because I do not want someone sneaking up on me and being like, what you doing?
Okay. You maintain a distance, and you do see there are steps down kind of towards the corner downstairs, so he does head down the steps and into what appears to be the side opening of the hedge maze, and he heads inside.
Is there any way that I can see what's inside the hedge maze from above?
You can barely make out him kind of moving through it for just about 10 feet or so, and then it kind of disappears. There's no light in there. And it's all it seems to be fairly like narrow, so you can't really see the details in there.
Shit.
Mira,
right.
You do notice that the front door swings open, and you see a woman exit who appears to be match the description of Lady Cassalanter. And you see that she seems to be kind of agitated, and she's kind of storming out of the house and into one of the carriages.
Is anyone like following her or
no? You see that you can hear the servants and guards kind of whispering, but they seem to be keeping their distance for a good reason. Lady Cassalanters did not seem like she was in a good mood.
well, keep that in my noggin.
Right. Let's go ahead and take a break because we've got that time. We have our dice giveaway, which is the lovely orange Die Hard dice. So, what should be our giveaway
really
word?
Pretty.
They're really pretty. What should be our giveaway word?
Alina's horrible, no good term.
Oh, you did awesome. Hashtag stakeout. I don't know.
Hashtag
Stakeout.
Hang on 1 second. Let me... Come on. Oh, come on, Nightbot. Work for me, please. Stop doing that. Okay, so let me type this in. All right, go ahead and type in hashtag Stakeout to win some dice. And we will be back in about 10 minutes. And see you soon.
See ya.
Okay, so let's go ahead and roll our giveaway for the dice. The winner is Monarch 7.
Ooh.
So congratulations, Monarch 7, for winning some lovely dice. Put a note on here so I remember.
Why is it that every time I leave my phone in my room when it's a break, I have like, I literally have 50 notifications from WhatsApp from between Jen and PB.
Sorry.
It is always that.
I literally have 51 messages.
Wait, hang on.
Don't. I hate you so much.
Oh my gosh.
What are you even?
I can't even tell where "Let Pikachu Say Fuck" came from. I can't.
That's all I saw is like, let Pikachu say fuck. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
All right. So, okay, you guys, you spotted Lady Cassalanter leaving, heading into a carriage and leaving the area. And Jen, you are, where are you at? Are you still on the wall?
I'm following the fucker.
Okay, you're following. So you go down the stairs and start following. Huh? Stealthily. Yeah,
I'm not
stealthily.
like stop it. I'm just like,
No, I'm assuming your stealth is still active. Yes.
yeah.
You start heading down and following the fucker into the narrow gap in the hedge maze, and it's very dark in here, but you do have dark vision, and it's not. I would say make an investigation check to see if you can tell which way he went inside the maze.
Oh my. 8.
All right, left or right, pick one.
Left.
Okay. You start following the left path, which starts winding through this maze. And from the outside, it doesn't look too intimidating, but when you're inside and the walls are 15 feet high of hedges and you have nothing but your dark vision and narrow pathways, it gets a little weird, a little creepy. You get lost pretty quickly.
What's
However,
the floor? Is it like... Actually, no, never mind.
it is grass.
Okay.
It is a beautiful
Back him.
Wait, are you in the?
Sure am.
She's in the maze. And
Don't like.
I was encouraged.
By whom?
Me.
by herself. Oh, okay.
Wait, no,
What?
Or
No,
by BB.
It's not. It's a popularity vote. If one person says it, you're not supposed to do it.
It was a 50-50 vote.
After a few minutes of kind of wandering around a couple pathways, you hear what sounds to be a grunt and a thump
Shit.
coming from somewhere around on your right.
I keep going. I do move super fast.
Are you following the sound, or are you moving away from the sound?
I'm following the sound.
All right, you follow the sound.
It's
Moving-
100% going to be the guard. I know it.
Go ahead and make another stealth check real quick.
Jiminy Christmas.
I gotta use my dice tower, man.
Oh no.
Oh god.
That's an 11.
Okay.
Hold
That
up.
was
Hold up. Before you... Oh, fuck. I'm going to use a luck point.
Thank you for the follow, Jady Lady.
JD.
Yeah, I'm going to use the luck point.
Okay.
You know what? No, I'm not. No, I'm just going to take it. I'm just going to take the 11.
Okay. As you are stealthing around this corner, you do almost completely trip over the body of the guard. You stumble over it a little bit, kind of clinking its armor. From what you can tell, he was struck by something in the back of the head. You do see a little bit of blood around his neck.
Don't.
Do I see anybody in the area?
Make a perception check.
I'm so stressed.
25.
Huh? 25? You just barely spot the edge of a cloak disappearing around the next corner to the left.
Follow it, because I'm an idiot.
Don't. Stakeout means not getting
This
done. I have a plan.
Uh-huh.
Jen, I'm so excited to see which character you roll next.
Oh my gosh, Varen.
I'm so excited
Or
for us
Jen.
to wake up to
Both.
know Jen.
Yes. Okay, you follow it, and as you swing around the corner, by luck, you just barely miss a dagger go flying past your face. As you see a dark figure, seems to be dressed in black leathers with a hood and a mask, a kind of leather, almost like Harlequin mask on their face.
Harley Quinn or Harlequin?
Harlequin!
Okay. I wasn't sure.
Yes, or domino mask.
Okay.
So it's like a full face mask?
No, it's a domino mask. It's basically just the eyes, you know,
okay.
the diamonds, yeah, around the eyes. Throw a dagger at you, and roll initiative.
Okay.
No,
God.
that is probably...
Christ.
That's
Um,
bad.
Where is my?
Oh shit!
God.
You're gonna kill like my uncle's spy, and then he's gonna be like, "Why did your friend kill my spy?" And I'm going to have to justify your
I
actions.
will say, I'm so happy that I'm rolling badly on like initiative rolls. I would rather roll badly on an initiative roll.
Fair enough. Okay.
Anything else?
How bad was
Oh,
it?
sorry. 15.
Okay, yeah. So,
That's not.
all right.
I rolled a 5.
The figure swings around towards you, and immediately whips out a rapier, and immediately goes lunging at you with the rapier, and they are going to make a attack. That's a nat 1. Holy shit. That was crap.
I passed my rolls on to him.
And I, no, that's stupid.
It's the return of Elf Snack.
Elf snack. The snackening. Elf snack too, the snackening.
Mm. I think I sidestep it, and in a very like low voice, I'm like, "Do you want the entire goddamn manor to come down on us? Stop!
Make a persuasion check.
I don't want to fight
He's
you."
an adult.
Oh shit. Okay. Except persuasion. Oh, what die has a good charisma? This one. I'm gonna luck point in that one.
How many luck points do you have?
I didn't use the one. I did not use the luck point before.
She keeps deciding and then letting it go.
Please. Did you roll another nat 1?
No, I rolled a 3.
That's still better than my second nat 1 in a row. Elf snack is back.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I rolled a 4, so it's a 3.
All right. So you do still beat them. And you see them hesitate for just a moment.
I'm just like, we're on the same goddamn side. Stop fighting me, or they're going to know we're here.
And she says, I don't know what side you're on,
Not
but
there.
it's definitely not mine.
How the fuck do you know? The enemy
I
of my
don't know who
enemy,
you are.
right?
Who is your enemy?
I gesture at the guard.
That was collateral damage. What are you here for?
A friend of mine has interest in the Cassalanters. And you?
I'm here to clear my name. And she goes and she turns and immediately starts running.
Wait, what? What did you did?
Are you good?
Yeah.
What is your Varen heart telling you to do?
Can I try and like grab her or something?
You can try and make a dexterity check.
Just a straight check.
Yeah, just do a straight check versus hers.
15?
Versus that's enough. You manage to grab her by the shoulder and kind of pull her around.
It's like, wait, we have the same enemies. We can work together on this.
She should shake, or actually make a persuasion check. Make another persuasion check to see if she is willing to listen.
10?
Not this time, no. She's just like, I work alone. I don't know what you're here for, but it's not to help me. Don't get in my way.
Okay. We can't help you. We can just kill them.
You can kill who you want, just don't make a noise. Or if you're going to make a noise, make it far away from me. And she goes and starts heading deeper into the hedge maze.
Okay, great, awesome, fucking awesome. Okay, awesome, fantastic, amazing, cool.
How long has it been since I've seen Baron, like...
It has been about 15 minutes at least. There hasn't been much activity on your end after Lady Cassalanter left. You see the children are still kind of playing in their room.
The guards nearby.
One goes walking past you at this point and is a little ways away.
I think I'm gonna head towards the hedge maze.
Okay. Are you climbing down your tree and climbing back up another tree like Varen did? What did you do, Ashley?
I have the hiccups. It was
Oh,
like hurt.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It just sounded painful.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make another stealth check for when you climb up into the next tree.
Ooh, that's not bad. That's a 21.
Okay, so you managed to climb up to the tree. There are no guards around, so you can make your way down the wall. Make a acrobatics check. Oh, well, you have a couple options. You can either head back a little ways, a little bit closer to the guard, and head down the stairs, or you can try and actually like acrobatics your way down the wall.
I want to
let
loot
me
the
go
guard.
after the maze or not the maze, the guard, because I have no idea how to acrobatics.
Okay. With your stealth check, you managed to kind of sneak a little bit closer and make your way down the stairs. And where would you like to go from here?
Can I loot the guard for his keys?
Yes. You search the guard and I have a little thingy. Hang on. I have like a little loot table for this. It was really cute. If I can remember where I put it, because I organize stuff and I don't remember how I organized it, because I'm smart like that.
That's fair.
All right. There we go. Hey. Yeah, you do manage to see he's got the ring of keys, and he also has a signal whistle on him.
You definitely want to take that away.
Yep, I take both.
Signal whistle and the ring of keys, and there's about 3 keys on there. It's not very...
Good shit. Okay. Book of Elvish Relics, that's what I got. I did before.
Oh, nice.
Just not in the place where I normally do. Alright. So, Cassalantern, guard keys.
Alright, Mira, what are you doing?
Am I near the maze yet, or?
Yeah, you can make your way towards the maze.
And I'm gonna try and see if I notice if anyone's gone through it, I guess.
Okay. Make an investigation.
I'm good at those.
No.
I'm still good at those.
Oh no.
Not as great as I could be. 17.
17, that's still pretty good. You do manage to see that there are areas of flattened grass, and you can kind of follow the trail of where they went before. So you follow it to the left and the right, and you kind of wind a way around, and eventually you do manage to come upon Varen.
Mid
looting the body.
Oh, I got worried. I just saw kids play, and it was kind of boring.
Look, there is something. Did you see anybody else aside from the guards?
I saw a shadow. That was cool.
Yeah, I saw the shadow too. I met them.
Who was it? Are they here?
I don't know. I know that they are also against the Cassalanterns, but they said something about clearing their name. They don't seem too invested in a team up, but I think we've come to enough of an understanding that they won't try and kill us.
Did you say pretty please? And you're like,
I did. They went deeper in, and I'm inclined to follow, not necessarily to find them, but to find out what's in the middle of this maze. Are you in?
yes. Yeah.
I don't like you
I guess we fucking stealth into the maze again.
All right. I will say I don't have a map for the maze just yet, so I will say everybody roll. Let's do survival to see how well you make your way through this maze.
Oh my god.
Don't.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
I got a 19. So
Thank
weird.
God.
Okay,
You
between the
combined
two of
both, it's a
you,
20.
What's
So.
happening?
you kind of stumble your way through this maze, but you have no idea what direction you're going. You're just kind of winding around. It takes several, like 10-15 minutes or so. You don't know where you are, but you do notice one thing, that every so often you'll hit a dead end that will have like a statue in it.
And we investigate the statue.
Sure. And this one appears to be, and the first one you encounter appears to be looks to be like an elven woman with a pot like pouring out water, but it's like sculpted water. It's really
I
cool.
also look at the base of the statue to see if it's been moved.
Okay.
Yeah, I got like a 22.
22?
Not that high. 15.
Okay. From what I can tell, this statue, it does not seem like it's been moved. It's just been sitting there.
Okay.
It's got a little bit
That's
of
strange.
of dust and just kind of wear from the weather.
I reach inside the pot.
The pot is actually it doesn't really have a lot of space in there. It's just the water is like carved, so
Okay.
it's just you can put like a couple fingers in there, but there's nothing in there. All right. Anyway, moving on. You guys continue to the maze, winding around. You do not encounter the figure again, but you do encounter another statue and another dead end. And you can make another investigation check to take a look at this one. This one appears to be a satyr, kind of a satyr creature.
That'll be a natural 20, probably for lower than Mara anyway. But...
Yeah.
No, I got an 18.
Oh, okay. Total of 24, if that matters.
Okay. You do notice that there is some scuff marks around the base of the statue. And you also notice that there is some sort of, so you've got the satyr and he's wearing like these elaborate robes, but there appears to be some sort of indentation on his chest where like it looks like it looks like almost like a tattoo is carved into it, but there seems to be like a little indentation there.
What's the shape of it?
It maybe like it's just round. It's like a gemstone type thing, but there's no stone in there.
I asked Mara to
And there's
help.
like a little hole in the middle of it.
Do any of the
Do you want
guards
to stick a couple fingers in there again?
do any of the guards' keys seem to be the correct for the hole?
No. The keys are much too big. The hole is very, very tiny. It's not a keyhole. It's just a hole at the back of this indentation.
Does it fit like not putting a finger in there, but if one did?
No. It's about maybe like the size of. God, I hate you guys.
I'm not sorry.
Oh my god. It's like a pin. It's like a size of like a pin.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh. I take one of my darts and I
You
open
stick it in the hole. And you stick it in the hole and nothing happens. You feel something kind of maybe push in the back of it, but nothing actually happens.
I give the statue a push.
Okay, make a strength check.
14.
14. It does not budge.
Hey, Mara, you want to try and push the statue?
Oh God, yeah, sure.
Can I help her?
Yes. If you want to help her, make a roll with advantage.
Yeah, the first one's a 3. So
again.
All right. Yeah, the statue does not move.
yeah.
At this point, you hear a little bit of rustling somewhere behind you.
Hide behind the statue.
The both of you behind one statue.
Yep. We're hiding.
Can I try and like blend into the maze? Like the
Homer Simpson style. Just
yeah, exactly.
I will say you can't really do that because it's very tight, but you can try and hide behind the statue if you want. Both of you make another stealth check.
I cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay.
34.
21.
All right.
Plus 10.
plus 10.
Nice.
31
Okay,
and
no one sees
34.
us.
Okay, you managed to hide behind the statue. You hear some footsteps coming closer. And hiding, you can't see what's happening on the other side, but you hear a little bit of scuffling. You hear kind of something like rubbing against the statue. And you hear that similar voice from the woman from before, kind of curse. And then just kind of huff and then turn and walk away.
You're just gonna like peek.
Okay.
I look like that. That's her.
You peek and you see this dark cloak kind of billowing out behind her as she walks away.
Are you sure you don't want to team up?
You call that out, and the figure immediately whips around, and you see the eyes behind the mask widen. Mira?
I knew it.
Is that you?
I knew it. I knew it.
How do you do? Okay, do I recognize the name? Or do
Do you recognize your own damn name? You recognize the voice of your sister.
Yes.
She immediately rushes forward, and she's like, "What are you doing here?"
On the side, Baron's like, oh, now you want to team up.
Oh, fuck!
It's all happening right now.
Why are you here?
Welcome.
She just kind of rolls her eyes at Baron and just ignores her. But she's like, "Where's Sita? He's supposed to be watching you. He's supposed to be taking care of you.
I can take care of myself, and obviously, out of the two,
You need to get out of here now."
we're investigating, and these people are shady, and I'm making sure.
I can't hear you. What?
We're making sure they're not shady anymore. I can take care of this.
Shady.
You're here.
Man, this is not a job for you. You need to get out of here now. Both of you. I don't know who you are. And she kind of looks at Baron.
I'm someone who appreciates Mara's abilities a lot more than you seem to.
I don't think.
Oh, damn.
This may not be the best place to talk about.
At this point, you hear some piercing whistles.
We have to go.
And she looks around, she curses, and she says, "Follow me." And she starts leading the way out of the maze. You guys following her?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. She heads out of the maze, and as you guys are heading out of the maze, you see that the guards are on alert all around, and the woman just curses, and she's just like, "Well, I think we're gonna have to fight our way out of this." Mira, are you armed?
We can just we can walk away.
We
out of this.
cannot. I don't know if we can't fight.
I can help you hide.
Fine. We need to get out of here now.
So here's a question. If I consider her an ally, does Pass Without Trace affect her because it's still within the time limit?
Is it like just a general radius, or do they have to be present when you cast it?
It says each creature you choose within 30 feet of you. It doesn't say I have to choose it when I cast it.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll let it slide.
Oh, thank God.
All
can
right,
just- Get out of here.
We can get fine.
We have a house. We can reconvene there.
No, I cannot go with you. But she is going to head up, kind of back towards the back corner, away from where the guards seem to be congregating. Everybody you're going to have to climb the wall because it's too far from the stairs. Yep. So everybody make athletics or acrobatics checks.
Oh god. Pretty please don't fuck me over.
14.
With a
19.
plus 10?
Nice.
What? No, that's acrobatics, not stealth.
Oh, okay.
You do manage to climb the wall and get over the other side unseen with Pass Without a Trace.
That said, we also leave no tracks, so they have no idea we were even there.
They just know the dead guards are there.
Yep.
But you guys move a little ways away down the hill, kind of off into another backyard. She kind of hops over the wall. And once you guys are far enough away and kind of in a dark alleyway, she turns around and she looks at Mira and she says, I need you to go back to Seether now. I need you not get involved in this.
What? Can I see you again? Like, where are you staying? I have so many questions. I'm so worried. Why are you here?
I know. I need to clear my name. This goes much deeper than you understand. There's a lot going on here.
Pull out the pen like Seether gave her and like be like, do you need this at least?
She looks at it and she says, yes, I will need that. Thank you. She takes it from you. And she gives you a quick hug. She doesn't take off the mask the entire time, but she gives you a hug and she says, know that I love you, no matter what happens. I need you to stay out of trouble. And she backs away and she basically goes tearing off quickly down the street and kind of following the alleyways.
Would you hate me if I followed her, Baron?
Do what you do. I can, I am faster than you. I can keep up. Do you want me not to keep up?
You can. It'd be neat, just in case.
Yeah. I'll follow at a distance.
Yeah.
Go.
I'm gonna like follow from a distance of like where she's at, because I'm like.
Okay, you follow her for a distance, and you do see at some point she stops before a sewer grate, and she pries open the sewer and heads down.
Okay. Okay, I guess we should go home.
Sitting there like, oh hell, not again.
Yeah. Fuck. I mean, Mira wouldn't say fuck.
Darn it.
Oh, fudge.
Okay, I guess we should go home or something, I guess.
Hey, it's your weird sister.
Yeah. I guess.
Well, that was a time. Well, she did manage to alert every single guard there to the fact that there was an infiltration.
Yeah.
So, you know.
At least we didn't do it, and I think that's what's important here.
Maybe the real success was the enemies we made along the way.
I need that like on a shirt.
Well, now
If we ever get a merch store, you'll know what our first shirt's gonna be.
yeah, right. Now we should go home. We should tell Alina what we saw. Honestly, the best. We'll go home. We'll tell Alina what we saw. The guard will be intensified, which means the best way of getting in there may be to become part of the guard.
That tracks, yeah.
We'll go home. We'll talk to the others. Go from there.
So you're heading back to Troll Skull Manor?
Hurrah.
Big Daddy Manor. All right, you guys head back.
The
At
Big
this
Daddy
point-
Den.
Yes. So eventually in the evening, Mira and Varen come stumbling in. I don't know if Cruz, are you still reading your book in the comment in the den?
He's probably asleep in the chair.
No, asleep in the chair with drooling with the book in your lap. Alina, where are you at?
I'm in my bed, but
Okay.
Like I'm laying down, but I'm just like,
Just staring at the ceiling.
yeah.
All right. So Varen and Mina both head in.
Who's awake? I yell.
Just screaming.
I-
Cruz, you kind of jolt awake a little bit at the sound.
He goes like a grandfather snore.
Yeah.
I'm up. What's going on?
What's going on?
Everyone.
Who's there?
I
yell,
go and I open the door.
living room. No. Not really, but like, you know.
Roommate meeting. No one is eating all the cereal.
Got some tea. We got
If
some
you finish something, you have to replace it, guys.
Just meet us in the living room.
We're right next to you now.
So,
You guys all head to the den for your roommate meeting.
so the stakeout was both a massive success and a stunning failure.
That
we-
sounds like our time in Waterdeep.
The good news is their guard is surprisingly shitty. The bad news is their guard will soon not be surprisingly shitty because Mayra's sister showed up and alerted the entire damn place to the fact that we were here and tried to kill me, but mostly alerted them to the fact that we were here.
Well,
But she's
I
not
have an
dead.
idea,
Mm-hmm.
which I hate, but
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. I'm not going to force you guys. This is very dangerous. I thank you for either tonight, but I don't want you to put you guys in. They're awful people.
We're gonna do it.
we're-
What is it?
We know they're hiring guards, so I'm going to do that and become their guard.
Now, here's another question. We know that they have been associating with a cult.
Uh-huh.
What if we can infiltrate that too?
We don't even know the cult.
We
It's
can
gonna
find
be.
out.
If my new uncle who's apparently the Pirate King and has a super secret network of spies can't find out.
He's not from a cult.
What?
He's not from a cult.
Are you ready to talk about that? So I feel like I've shared a lot, but like anyway, our best bet right now is we could infiltrate the cult if we want to, but our easiest plan right now is to work for them as guards, get access to their house.
I raise up the keys that I took.
See, you're already on step 2, where that's great. And strike when they're the most distracted, which is the party. I don't
Which is
doubt.
about 5 days out now.
Which is about 5 days out now.
So we
I know
go in, present our resumes as guards.
I don't feel like they really need resumes, but
Cancel.
Resume.
this is my resume.
Hire us here at the party to take them out.
Yes. Now, I asked Jarlaxle, I feel weird saying my uncle.
Big Daddy Jar Jar.
Don't even.
Yeah, when I'm drinking water.
Our Big Daddy moat is still waiting to be approved, but when it is,
Uncle, I
it will
asked
be
you
all
not
the
to
Big
fuck.
Daddies.
Cruz, I asked you not to fuck my uncle, please.
It's contagious.
Listen.
It's a pretty small hole.
I just forgot about that.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway.
I asked Jarlaxle for help. He has agreed to do it. I have filled him in on what we know. he agrees with us infiltrating as guards. Well, at least me. He suggested that it's better that we work in small numbers. I don't know how many he is. I don't know what he's doing yet, but we need to get the blueprints to their house, which I believe the library may have. So I know you really want to do that dragon thing tomorrow, but we gotta do this first.
I mean, a trip to the library won't take that long.
Okay.
True.
So
Why
let's
don't we do this? Tomorrow we will get blueprints. Okay, here's the thing though. If we end up employed as the guards, I imagine they'll give us the floor plan anyway.
yes, but if we can get it before and study it and also have it available to the network of spies my Jarlaxle has, it's going to be a lot more helpful
Okay.
than studying it for 5 minutes the night before.
Yeah, I'm down.
Aren't you like? Don't you have ability to like makes you memorize maps or something?
Who?
You, Varen.
No.
Did you have? Okay.
What?
I'm trying to
sounds
think.
like
That,
something
I
you would
feel
have.
like
Something.
I don't know. I feel like there was something in Barovia or something where you like memorized a map. I don't remember. Maybe I'm just making stuff up.
I probably made an intelligence check.
Okay,
Yeah,
maybe.
Fucking crushed it.
All right. So, what would you like to do, Mira? Are you staying in the house for the rest of the night, or are you going home?
She's gonna go
Sleepover.
home. She's gonna go home.
Damn, all right.
To-
I will
To keep
escort
it-
her home. Because ain't no way I'm letting her go home alone.
Okay. So you do take her home, and you enter the house, quiet and dark. Well, everywhere is Namu seems to be have retired. You do see a little bit of light coming from Seether's office. He seems to be up late.
Be lining it straight to there. Like knock, knock, knock.
Are you actually going to his office?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm like, do you want me to leave?
Oh, you can stay. Or...
Okay. All right.
All right. You guys head to his office. You knock, and after a moment, the office door opens, creaks open, and he looks at you, and he sees Varen there, and he says, "What have you been getting up to now?"
So she's
Oh,
not dead.
I'm just the escort.
Who?
Ariel.
You see his eyes kind of widen a little bit, and he says, "How do you know this?" Well, I know she's not dead. I know she was in the city somewhere.
I mean, I have confirmed that she's not dead. Just in case you're like, oh no.
How?
I found
What
her.
did you
Technically, I found her.
found her where?
We found her while looking at plants.
We were touring the city.
Mm-hmm.
And you just stumbled on her in the middle of the city.
Yes, she was about to do something really crazy,
Tried to kill me.
and I was just, yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Then I said,
She reminds
Ariel.
me of you.
What'd you say?
She reminds me of you.
Yes, we have a lot in common. Where is she now? What did she say? Did she see you?
Yes, yes.
And what did she say?
And she said she's not guilty and she's never done a bad thing ever in her life. And she...
To paraphrase.
and then she went into the sewers because I followed her because I'm sneaky. And I think she, like... I don't know. I gave her pin back. And I'm worried, but I feel like she's capable. But also, I'm super worried, and I think you should know immediately. And she told me to tell you and to say that she said hi. So she says hi.
Caesar just kind of nods. Make a deception check real quick.
Baron helped. So.
I did
Baron helped by keeping her mouth shut.
11.
Okay.
Oh God.
You see him just kind of nod, and he says, "Very well. I'm glad to confirm that she's in the city. And I already knew she was innocent. How are you? You have got like leaves in your hair at this point. You've been climbing in trees, and he's just like, what have you been up to? He kind of picks a leaf out of your hair.
I tripped into a bush because I got scared of something. I don't know. It's
easily startled.
Fair enough.
We played hide and seek for like 2 minutes. It was great. It's great.
He just shakes his head and he says, very well. Is there anything else?
Ooh, I have another estate. It is, and we are planning new business ventures. I think you should be proud of me. We're going to start a new bar called Big Daddy's. Big Daddy's beer.
Big Daddy's beer.
It's a work in progress.
Your daddy's.
Interesting.
Just Big Daddies.
It's just Big Daddy's for now.
Very well.
And I'm like write down the address real fast.
He takes it and just looks it over and he says, okay. You've been very busy these past few days.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have time to get our costumes made for the ball?
Yes, it's being worked on.
Yes, you sent him and he nods and he says, very good. Anything else?
I don't know. Nothing from my part. Are you doing anything? Do you need anything? I mean,
I need this information about Ariel helps. I suspected that she was in the city, and given that she's in the sewers, I suspect she's probably spending most of her time below the city, which is smart on her part. I wasn't expecting you to run into her out in the open. It's not a good idea for her to be showing her face around.
she has a mask on, so it's okay. It's okay. Bounces out. Is it safe to be in the sewer? Because I heard from a little birdie that there is a giant monster down there. Can't confirm if I've seen it or not. But should someone like help her or something? Because that's kind of terrifying. And I heard it's stinky and dangerous and mind flayery, if you can say.
He shakes his head and he says, I think she will be fine on her own. I think that she knows what she's doing. We'd best to stay out of her way.
Okay. Well,
I don't know of any big monsters in the sewers, though. What kind of monster?
are you sure you lived here like really long? Because I heard it like the second day I came in here. You know, everyone in town was like, yeah, there's like a big monster there. Like, don't go in the sewer. So like, I don't know, it's kind of scary. So,
Well, be careful not to go in the sewers then.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I'll be back. I'm gonna go prepare the tavern, place, bar, Big Daddy's.
This late at night?
Yes. It's called running a business. Would you know anything about that?
He kind of rolls his eyes and he says, very well. He looks to Vera and he says, she's on you. And he shuts the door of his office.
This fucking guy.
I turned to her, I'm like, he knows you can protect yourself, right?
You know, to be fair,
Do you think he knows that you're like not a shaky little leaf?
you know, last time we were like ka-choo together. We were like 8, and also like I can't, you know, it wasn't all that. You know, who knows? I mean, I don't know. I think he's a big nerd, so I think it's kind of fair. So like,
Yeah.
yeah, let's go home to Big Daddy's. We got cleaning to do.
So,
Do you want to take anything to your new home?
No.
Nemu.
Any clothes or anything? Any supplies from your house? Because you have furniture. It's old furniture. That's pretty much all you have in the new house.
Oh wait, Mara, are there cleaning supplies here? I don't need much sleep, so I thought I'd start early.
I imagine so. We can like look.
Yeah, there's the pantry and the kitchen, and it has like cleaning supplies and stuff in it. So you managed to get a broom and all that stuff.
I load like a backpack with like the broom sticking out of it like a dumbass. Shall we?
We shall.
We
All right.
return home.
You guys return
I
home.
very much hope that no one tries to kill us on the way.
Pretty please.
Oh, they totally are gonna try and kill you on the way. Are you walking? Or are you taking a cart? No, you're probably walking this late at night.
Up to Mara.
We can walk.
Okay, let's walk.
You have a nice.
Nighttime stroll and we'll chat.
Yes, you have a nice leisurely stroll, passing by various late night boozers in the dock ward. Nothing out of the ordinary as far as your usual skeevy bunch.
Yeah.
They kind of eye you with the frickin' broom sticking out of your backpack, but no one really. They're all busy kind of doing their own thing. So you guys managed to kind of make it back to... Actually, no, you're not going to dock ward. You're going home. And that is in the new fancy area, which is not as skeevy. So, generally speaking, you
You're
guys...
not gonna get stabbed.
Not yet. You do manage to make it back to your home. You do notice that there is outside of one of the shops, so everything's closed this late at night, but you do see a figure kind of hanging out in front of one of the blacksmith shop that is near your house, which is called
Pure metal.
Sure is Steam and Steel.
There you go, Steam and Steel. You do see a figure just kind of hanging out in the front of Steam and Steel. And
I walk up and I'm like, I imagine they'll be open in the morning.
And the person turns to you and you see that they have a dark, ruddy red skin and very dark hair, long, and that's kind of tied back in a tight ponytail. And you see that he seems to be smoking a pipe, and he just kind of glances at you with these glowing ember of eyes.
Oh, it's
and,
not hot.
And very slightly pointed ears. And he just says, I know. I run the place.
Well,
Takes a puff on his pipe.
That's the funniest thing he could have possibly said.
I take a deep breath and I'm like, that this is definitely on schedule for today. It's the pattern for today.
Yes.
Baron.
Nods to you, and let me figure out the name, because there's a name. I just gotta remember what it was. Oh, there it is. Imbrick. And he holds out a hand.
I take it and I shake it.
Okay, and you take his hand, and you immediately notice that it's extremely warm. Like, uncomfortably warm.
Yeah.
But he nods to you, and he kind of gestures over back there, and he's just like, that your place now?
Why do you ask?
I spotted you leaving it earlier.
Yeah,
There's been a little bit of activity. Rumor has it that its place is sold. It's about time. It's been closed for far too long.
We are fixing it up. I suppose that means we are to be neighbors.
Fair enough. I am glad to meet you. And when are you planning on opening? I could use a drink.
Oh, we'll keep you updated on that. But, well, maybe I'll buy you one earlier.
He smiles, and he has very white teeth with very slightly pointed. And at this point, you see an upper window kind of opens, and you see another figure kind of peek its head out. What did I miss? Peek its head out. You see a sort of blue-skinned with pale white hair very elegant looking creature peek their head out above and call out, Embrick, are you coming to bed?
Oh my god.
I love all of from the beginning to end. Embrace interaction has been like the best.
This fucking guy.
And he nods to Varen and he says,
I suddenly have to move out.
he nods to Varen and glances up and he says, I will, and he says, it was a pleasure meeting you. My husband is calling. I must go. And he heads back into the house.
God, this is so good. This is my favorite character now.
Varen's like, I'm never talking to anyone ever again.
I'm putting in my notes that this happened.
I think he's not single.
I definitely owe them a basket of croissants.
What about croissants?
I definitely owe them a basket of croissants.
Who knows? Maybe they're poly.
Is the bakery
No, it is like it's like 10 o'clock at night at this point now. The bakery's not open.
Well, let's go inside.
You guys head home. I did not actually put a bed in Mira's room because I thought you were just gonna use it as a closet, so you have like a lounge in there, but
She totally has like a chaise lounge that like is
yes.
used for bed.
Yeah, she has that little like therapist couch.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys all take a long rest for the evening.
Yes.
Yep.
Tired.
Over the 4 hours that I'm awake, at the later end of the night, I will spend. How much time would you say I need? Well, how large is the Ancestors and Rats book?
Ancestors and rats. I thought you were gonna clean with your 4 hours. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's like, how large is it? Like, is it something I could do in a couple hours, or is it something I need like a full 4-ish hours for?
You'd probably need a full 4 hours to get through most of it.
Well, I'm gonna so I'm gonna spend tonight cleaning and tidying up and making the place look good.
Okay. So you guys all wake up in the morning to the scuffling of Varen cleaning. Actually, you probably don't hear it from. Are you cleaning the main room, or are you cleaning like the actual tap room?
I'm gonna start with the living areas and then go down to the tap room.
Okay. So by the time you guys wake up in the morning, Varen is in the tap room cleaning.
Also, I am gonna stop at the bakery in the morning, grab a basket of fucking biscuits and fucking croissants, and drop it off with a note being like, "Nice meeting you."
Being all
That's gonna
neighborly.
look like more flirting. Just putting that out
Honestly.
there.
Yeah, you're right. I just fuck.
If you get up early enough before they actually wake up, you can leave it from your neighbors. You can make it from everybody, not just you.
Yeah. From your friends at Death House.
From your hairs at Trollskull Manor.
You gotta figure out what you're gonna name your bar.
But like when everyone's waking up, I will be cleaning up the tap room. I'm hoping to at least get it straightened out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like taking measurements of the hole in the floor so I can patch that up too later.
Okay. Yeah, the hole in the floor is I think it's.
I
Don't
go
we have
into
to go to
10
like the
feet?
woodworking.
I go in the basement and I clean up
I was about to say club.
Club.
the mess in the basement.
League.
Yeah, you straighten up all the barrels, and you have most of the what's in the barrels is pretty soured and not really drinkable at this point. But
The basement's destroyed. Just letting you know.
yeah, but you do straighten it up and manage to get rid of some of the excess stuff.
I move
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah. So the hole in the floor is about 5 feet or so. So not
You
too
could probably
difficult
get-
to repair.
Okay.
But yes,
Cool.
you have your lovely room. And is there anything that you guys want to take care of immediately in the morning?
I'm going straight to the. I'm going to go straight and figure out how to get hired as a guard, and then to the library to see if I can get blueprints.
Okay.
I'll go with.
I will say, make an intelligence check.
Okay. That's not bad. Am I dumb or am I smart?
Y'all going for guard duties?
13. I have +0 intelligence.
Oh my
At
god.
average.
I'm not terrible at intelligence.
Yeah, you
I'm
try.
kidding, I'm
I
very-
know Quickpaw told me like about it.
Yeah, Quickpaw did mention that there was a notice on the notice board in the Yawning Portal that had information about where to sign up to become a guard or to be hired for this temporary job.
Okay. Before I leave, I'm gonna wear my hat of disguise. I'm gonna look like a half orc with small tusks and like very light blonde hair in a braid. And I'll fashion my hair similar, as myself, so it's not like, oh, what did just touch me hair? It's like, whatever. But make sure I still look like how buff I am. So like I'd be wearing as a half orc, I'd be wearing like a sleeveless shirt. Like I can be a guard.
All right.
I'm tough.
What is the half orc's name then?
God,
We
what
got
do you do?
Sarah. We got
We got Rain. We got Sarah.
Rain.
Let's go with. I'm bad at names. I don't want to say a name from one of my other characters. Let's go with Vi.
Vi. All right. Half orc named Vi.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're heading to where?
To the notice board in the Yawning Portal.
Okay. Who's all going? Mira.
I was just gonna stay clean.
Okay, if you're gonna stay clean.
Yeah.
All right. And rearranging your room.
Yeah, because
All
she
right.
has an invite. She doesn't need to.
Yeah, she doesn't need to do that.
So you guys head back to the Yawning Portal and head back to the notice board there, and you do find what did I do with it? Let me find the actual notice. I have too many things open. And not enough room on my desk. That's not it. Alright, well that's not it either. Talk amongst yourselves.
How's life
Hi.
been, guys?
I'm so much better now that I get to play again with you guys. I was like, where's my game? So I might have, like, in response, joined up, like, 3 other games.
Got a little crazy.
Just a little bit. I panicked a little. It's like a dog when he comes and was like, I thought I'd never see you again. And, you know, they do, like, horrible stuff.
I get
Got
that.
awesome
like-
stuff.
Super sad about like the fact that I can't join more games.
You already have, like, 5 games.
I know, that's why I can't join more. That makes me sad.
I'm like joining more games. One on Thursday, which is coming up next week, which I have to double check where it's being streamed. But if you guys want to see me, follow my Twitter. I'll post all that information there. And then in April, I'm starting another one on Wednesday, which is also really cool. Okay, so Thursdays are gonna be Court of the Dragon Queen, and Wednesdays, the one that starts in April, is gonna goes to Saltmarsh. So it's gonna be
Oh, nice. Very nice.
yes.
Watch it.
And this next Wednesday, though, I'm continuing a one shot,
wait,
which
okay.
is supposed to be a one shot, on the Indoor Adventurers channel, which is great. It was coupled up at 1 o'clock in the morning that same day.
What? Oh my god, that's insane.
It's great. I think it's based loosely on like the apocalyptic system. Like you the 2d6 rolls. And I play it's a 1920s mystery noir fantasy kind of game. I play a vampire
Nice.
mob wife who
I don't know what I did with the notice. So there is a notice on the board that tells you to go speak to a particular guard captain. Basically in a location basically there's a guardhouse in the North Ward that you go get interviewed.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll go do that.
Okay, and it says that they're interviewing between like 10 and 2 every day for the next couple days.
And what time would it be now?
In the morning, you guys are it's probably around like 8 or 9 in the morning, depending on when you guys actually wake up.
Okay,
I guess
Yeah.
we'll go and...
I'll go to the library to see if I can get the blueprints.
See if you can find some blueprints. Okay, everybody going to the library except for Mira, who's cleaning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You head back to. You want to go to the same library that you found like the history stuff?
Yeah, I'm assuming that's where the blueprints should be.
Most likely, yeah. You go ahead and head there, and go ahead and make an investigation check to see if you manage to find any information.
I'm gonna
about-
try your dice again, see if it doesn't. Okay, that's not bad. Investigation again, just a 15.
15. Okay.
Yeah.
With some help from the librarian, you managed to kind of look through some history books of various old manors in the area. You don't find any actual blueprints. However, you do find a little bit of information about the manor used to belong to another aristocratic couple who used to worship, and I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's like the goddess of the moon.
So,
And
Saloon?
Thank you. Used to worship the goddess Saloon, who had basically owned that manor, built it, and they built a temple to Saloon underneath the back of it.
Okay.
And the manor's changed hands a few times since then, and so there have been like additions made to the house, but you don't find any actual like blueprints of the actual structure.
Because they don't have them, or just I just didn't find them.
As far as you can tell, they don't really have them. I mean, they have history books, but they don't really have blueprints.
Do they know where else would have them?
If you're looking for blueprints of structures, you may actually have to talk to one of the guilds that actually constructed it.
Guilds.
I don't
Yes.
want to go to get the word out that I'm looking for their blueprints, though.
Yeah. The constructors or construction guilds may have some information because they're the ones who actually build the buildings, and they would have blueprints of them.
Okay. What do you guys suggest?
I mean, I think you could go there and just disguise yourself as like a noble and be like, "Oh my god, I just visited their house and I just love the layout. Oh my god, I would love a similar layout."
Also, if you're uncomfortable doing that, they don't know us.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay, I'll go. I'll use
I
my
think I'm an excellent liar.
I have
I have +6 to persuasion.
You
I have
also
fun.
have Mira, who is actually a noble.
yeah.
Actually,
so- I'm gonna go get Mara. Cause you're also. What is your deception and persuasion, Mara?
Oh, well, my persuasion's not bad. My deception is garbage.
Rogue.
You're literally a rogue.
But she's a nice rogue. You persuade your
She doesn't
friend.
lie.
Mine's mean. I have a +6 to persuasion. Deception is nothing, I think. Yeah. No, 3 +3.
What is that sound?
I don't know. I keep hearing it.
I keep hearing a beep.
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, I want to go get Who has the best deception and persuasion? I have +2 to each.
I don't think any of you are good at this.
I have +4 in
us.
deception and +6 in persuasion.
I have a solid -1 to both.
Oh, Big
Baron.
Daddy's gonna do this talking.
Yeah, because I just have a 6 and a 3 for deception.
I'm only slightly better at Mira than this.
You have a 4 and a 6. And Mira has a what? A 3
A
and
3
a
and
4?
a 6.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, Mira, I don't know. You guys roll pretty shitty.
I'm real pretty okay.
We can't trust my rolls.
You know what? I'm gonna go get Mira.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask her to do this for me.
Ask her to go to the Carpenters. It's called the Carpenters, Roofers, and Plasterers Guild.
We can do it together. I can give her advantage.
There you go. You're like old money, grandpa and granddaughter.
I'll disguise myself as something.
Should I disguise myself? Because, like,
No, you're a real noble.
yeah.
I'm just gonna disguise myself as like the super tall human that I used before.
Okay. You're gonna wear anything fancy?
Yeah, I'll have him in like fancy duds, you know,
Okay.
looking fresh.
Oh, snap.
I'll just make him look like Scythier actually, but buffer and taller.
Like, what, 8 feet tall?
Oh my.
He's like 6. I'm
They're
taking off a
just
foot,
like-
so I'm 6'10".
How are you disguising yourself? You just putting on clothes or?
Oh, I'm using the spell disguise self.
Oh, this guy's okay, cool. All right, so you and Mira are going together to the Carpenters Guild.
Yep. We're just like, why are you sit there? This is weird.
Just be cool.
It's so hard. I'm freaking out.
All right, so dad and adopted daughter now
No.
are disguised as.
I mean, we could always be twins.
Are disguised as woman and slightly buffer fiance.
I'm Scythier, but better.
Yay,
Like you're-
sirens!
Love you, but better.
I think those are my
Oh,
sirens.
I think I'm missing a deep floor. Oh.
All right, so you guys head to the Carpenters
Oh, no.
Guild, and you enter. And the Carpenters Guild, it looks kind of how you imagine it would look. It's basically just a giant warehouse with an office. There are people rushing back and forth. You see that there's quite a few dwarves and stocky humans and rushing about, and lots of noise. It's very, very noisy. Lots of sirens. If you don't hear my sirens. And you guys head to the office, and you see that there is a big white table that has a bunch of blueprints kind of laid on it, and you see a couple people currently poring over them.
Excuse me. Hello, excuse me. I'm here for analysis of stuff.
You see a dwarven gentleman glance up and kind of look at you and look at fake Seethier, and he just kind of gives you a confused look, and he's just like, "Yes, how can I help you?"
So I heard from my dear friend that you made their lovely home and that the blueprints are here, and I would love to copy off of them and have my own place just like theirs, but slightly better. But don't tell them, because, you know, us nobles have to compete, but silently. So I would love to see the blueprints, please.
And he says, "Blueprints for what place are you talking about?"
The Cassalanters home. Mm-hmm.
Cassalanters' home. Cassalanters. And he kind of chats with his friends, and they're just like, oh, that old manor that just sold.
Yes.
Oh, you want to look at the blueprints of that old place?
Yes, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I
If
guess
you
so.
can take them.
Where'd that voice come from?
God.
Make
I'm there. I'm like their bodyguard.
make a persuasion check.
Ooh, synthetic 20.
Oh, very nice. Okay, he's just kind of like, well, I can dig around in our records. It's gonna take a little while. Oh, how long do you need with them?
To be honest, I would love to go home and look at them for a little bit. So if I could, I would love to just rent them for a day or anything. That'd be nice.
You rent your blueprints. And he's just kind of like, I have to ask my supervisor. Give me a moment. He disappears for a moment, and eventually does come back, and he says, we can lend it to you, but you will have to return them.
Of course.
Do you know how to read blueprints?
Yes. Who doesn't? It's, just line there, beautiful home, and it's amazing.
He just shakes his head and says, okay, well, follow me. And he leads you kind of downstairs from the warehouse where it's a little bit quieter, and you see that there are rows and rows of just rolled up blueprints that are just kind of all over the walls. There doesn't seem to be much of a way of organizing them, but he seems to kind of dig around and manage, after a few minutes, to find a set of blueprints from when the manor was originally constructed. He does say that the manor has been updated several times, so this may not be accurate, but this is how it was originally constructed about almost 100 years ago.
Is there more?
The materials have been updated a little bit.
Can I see the updated materials for them?
And he says, well, I don't think I have any of those. It's mostly just slight renovations, and we don't usually keep blueprints of those.
Okay. Well, this is just fine. Thank you very much.
And he says, let me go ahead and take your name down so we know who has these. If you can bring them back in a day or two, we'd appreciate it.
That's no problem.
That's the thing. I really don't want my friends knowing, because they were just so proud of having the best house, and I really would love a better house. So if I could just put an
alias.
Yes, if we can just make a slight lie, and for this occasion, just between you and me.
The dwarf just shakes his head and he says, like, we're not going to tell anybody. I just need it for our records so we know who has it.
Bribe him. Bribe him.
What did you just say?
Money at random people. Just do it today.
I'm just gonna look at Cruz and be like,
Just give a name.
I don't know any fake names. I can't come up with things on the back. Latrice Berger.
Oh my god.
Wait, what?
Latrice Berger?
Latrice Berger.
Latrice Berger.
Queen.
I have Waterburger in front of me. That's the only thing I can think of.
Best name ever. All right, Latrice Berger. And you are? He points to Cruz.
I am.
Come on, Cruz.
Theodore.
Hey, what?
Roosevelt.
Roosevelt?
Mm-hmm.
Roosevelt Berger?
Theodore Roosevelt Berger. It's two first names.
Theodore Roosevelt Berger. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. We hope to see those back soon. Please take good care of them. They are old, so be very careful with them.
Of course.
All right, and he leaves you with they're essentially like wrapped up in a leather tube.
Yeah, they're gonna book it out of there.
Okay.
Just calmly, but
calmly, but yeah, you guys head out. And the dwarf goes back to his work currently, just kind of shaking his head like that was weird. All right. And
How long would it take to copy those?
to
Yeah,
copy,
that was my next
ooh,
question.
that will take a long time. I would say you guys would probably have to dedicate a day to doing that because the blueprints are big, and they are. Unless you want to make, are you trying to copy them by scale? Or are you trying to like squish them down to something that you can understand?
I can dedicate 4 hours to it tonight.
Yeah.
I'll say it'll take about 8 hours if you want to copy them at scale, because they're big.
Let's say if we go half scale.
Okay, you can probably do half scale in like 4 hours. It's not gonna be as detailed, but it's gonna be an idea of where the floors are and everything.
Okay.
I can just do it tonight.
Okay. Okay.
So we have a couple minutes.
And that's just one copy.
Yeah.
Well, afterwards we can make more copies, but we have to return those at some point.
Yeah.
Use a photocopy machine, you know.
I wish. I would have just taken like a picture with my iPhone, but you know, it doesn't have out of battery right now, so fine.
It'd be out of battery for like 400 more years. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
So we have a few more minutes of what last minute things that you guys want to take care of this week.
I just wanted to, like,
At some point this week.
get the guard job.
I want
Okay.
to.
We don't have time to do that right now, but we'll
Okay.
see
Oh, because
next.
it's a full interview. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to send a paper airplane to what's.
Oh,
his
real
face?
quick. I do want to
Relaxo.
see if I can.
Okay.
Sorry, what?
Cruz is gonna send a paper bird to Jarlaxle, saying,
Saying, I remember who you are. Do not fuck with Alina. Oh,
All
I
right.
don't cruise.
Yeah.
"Okay, you send that. What time do you send that?"
Let's say I did it in the morning.
Okay, good to know. All right. And Baron?
My big daddy's gonna threaten my uncle Jar Jar the Pirate King. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
I want to look for a woodworker.
Okay, there is one right there by your house.
Good. Oh yeah, it's right
The
there.
bent nail. Yes.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to walk in. Obviously, who is there?
Oh man, I can't remember who the hell it was last time. Was it a gnome? Did I make it another gnome?
I don't
Yeah.
think did we go there before?
You did.
That's where
Yeah.
you got your instrument.
Yeah.
That's where you got your kalimba.
It's probably a gnome.
All right, we'll make it a gnome again.
Different wardrobe today.
Yes. But yeah, the shopkeep greets you again, and he says, "It's good to see you again. What can I help you with?"
So there's about a 5 foot by 5 foot hole in our soon-to-be business. We were hoping you'd be able to patch it up for us.
I mean, it says hole where?
Just on our first floor. You could actually like pop over and look at it if you wanted to. It's just next door.
He shrugs and says, "Sure." So you guys head back over and into the tap room. He takes a look at it, and he's just like, "Well, a lot of this is rotted away. I could carve it up, maybe set a platform kind of on top of it. You can't really like, if people are going to be walking on this, we don't want to necessarily like try and like fit it perfectly because it's not going to be as strong. But I can set like, we'll do like a little platform. But yeah, I can do that.
That'll be awesome. How much?
We'll say about 38 gold.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Give me about a day to make it up, and then we'll go over there and repair it tomorrow. So.
Good. Marking off 38 gold.
All right. He says you planning on opening that place up?
Eventually. You'll be the first to know.
Nice. It'll be nice to have a tavern here soon. Let me know if you need to talk to any of the guilds for your supplies.
Actually, that would be ideal. Is there a way that you could get me in touch with them?
Yeah. I got a friend who actually handles a lot of this stuff. I'll let her know.
Perfect.
Cool.
We can be. You can read. You can be. It's been a long week, guys. I can be reached here. The name is Varen.
Fair. Pleasure to meet you, Baron. My name is. What is his name?
Jarlaxle
name-
Bangray.
No, that's
Lord Axel, actually.
It's Barlaxle Jane Ray.
Oh my god.
Don't get the two confused.
Yes. His name is Tally. Okay, first of all, it is
Is it a wood elf? It should be a wood elf.
no, it is a half, yeah, it's a half elf.
Okay.
Talis Sylvanar, Tally for short, Fellbranch is the owner.
Can you spell that for me?
God damn it. All right.
Sorry.
Callie,
Talis Sylvanar. Let me see.
Fellborn?
Fellbranch. So,
Fellbranch.
okay, first name is spelled Talisolvanar. Talis Sylvanar.
His first name?
Yeah,
That's his first
Tally.
name. Tally for short. And last name is Fellbranch.
Fellbranch. Okay. Oh, wow.
Nickname.
Yeah.
Like Tally from Mass Effect.
Wow. Okay.
All right. So, in that case, we will end our session here. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us and for cheering and for rating and sitting with us through this adventure of getting stuff fixed, cleaning the house, finding Mira's long-lost sister, stumbling across her. We will not have a session next week because I will be away at WonderCon. So we'll probably do a rerun. And anybody else have anything going on? Adriana, you have a gazillion one games coming up.
Yeah.
I would stream my other games, except I don't think the other players would be down for that.
Next Thursday, we're starting the Horde for the Dragon Queen game.
Nice.
It's a couple really cool people. I don't know what channel it's gonna be on yet, so I'll update everyone on my Twitter. And then this Wednesday, I'm finishing what was supposed to be one shot at the Indoor Adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Get 7. It's really fun. The characters are great. There's a detective, a secretary. I have my own bodyguard, and we're trying to
Fancy.
find my missing wife.
Nice. All right. We are proud members of the Nerdsmith Network, which are going to be doing their sub-drive soon. So check out nerdsmith.org for more information and watch some awesome shows. I need to catch up on those shows because I'm so far behind. But yeah, we'll see you guys not next week, but the week after, which will be, come up calendar, that will be April 6th.
And I will show, thanks to Jason for reminding me, I'll show Alina's tattoo on my
It's a really cool tattoo. It's very cool.
And I will probably retweet it to the Plot Hunters Twitter as well.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we shall see you in a couple weeks. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.